have with us now Mr. Marzin Shroff, the Managing Director and CEO of Eureka Forbes Limited, who's going to be talking about the mobile Eureka moments. Of course, Eureka Forbes is a 3,000 crore conglomerate with a customer base of 20 million. And Mr. Shroff started his career as a brand manager with Eureka Forbes. Of course, he has 27 years of diversified experience beyond Eureka, and he's back at Eureka as its managing director and CEO. He's also been recognized by Water Quality Association USA. He's been awarded the International Award of Merit. He's rated among the top 50 chief marketing officers in India to have adopted technology to enhance customer experience and engage with the market to drive business results. We can't wait to hear what you have to share with us, Mr. Shroff. With a loud round of applause, please acknowledge Mr. Shroff.
So, thank you, Suparna, for that. When I walked in, I realized that, I'm probably the keynote speaker because I'm the only guy other than the hotel staff who's wearing a tie here. So I said, geez, whatever happened to good old-fashioned clothes these days? Everybody is without a tie. Some people walk in T-shirts, but, I'm a salesman. I represent this company called Eureka Forbes. We're friends for life. We've been around for 30 years, 33 years now. We protect the lives of 1 in 5 urban Indians. We enter a kitchen every 1 second to service somebody's aquaguard. We meet as many people every year as the entire population of the United Kingdom. And we are available in about 1,000 towns. Believe you me, when you talk about creativity and you talk about the mobile, this is not creativity for us, this is oxygen. Okay, and we would not be able to survive without this little ubiquitous device. Today, everything happens on this. This is our oxygen. So for us, it's really the essence of life itself. And so when I was asked to speak about creativity and, mobile and all of that, and I said, I said to myself, I could do this by telling you about the 373 million population. And I could talk to you about the 178 minutes spent by an average person on his mobile screen. But then I said, let me not do it this way. This is about creativity. So I sat with this young man who's sitting in the front row. He's our head of corporate communications. I said, homie, how are we going to do this? So homie said, let's do it the Eureka way. So what's the Eureka way? We do everything we do with a lot of fun. So without much ado, I'm going to welcome this young man. His name is Hormaz Ragina. He's not as young as he looks, but please come on over, homie, and tell us what role the mobile plays in our lives. So here he comes, the only way we know.
Check.
All yours, I'm going to sit down.
Thank you, Marzin. So, no boring speeches. Let's get the audience a little alive. Ivan, hit it. The times, they are changing, and our lives, we are now completely rearranging.
Going very fast.
Reminiscing those good old days, wondering how a machine has changed all of our waves. Come on, guys, make some noise, yeah? So much can be done by some buttons. This has completely made us technology gluttons. At work, it's helped us make tons of sales. to plenty of successful and triumphant tales. It has improved all of our relations. It's helped take our business to hundreds of nations. We are now officially worldwide and have many more partners by our side. Of us, it's become such a big part. We can honestly say it's just the state of the heart. They say communication is the key. That now has a completely different meaning for me. Thank you very much.
Woo! Can we hear it out loud? Awesome! You set the tone we've got. Excellent.
Singer, playwright, actor, he also works at Eureka Forbes. Thanks, Homi. So, really, it's such an integral part of our lives. And if you really look at it, can I have the slide forward? Somebody's, thanks. So, as he said, times are changing and our lives are completely rearranged thanks to this little mobile device. We sleep with it, we wake up with it, you use it as your alarm. And I was reading an interesting point the other day, how many gadgets this little thing has replaced. So in the old days, you would carry a translator, you would carry a camera, you would carry a GPS device, you would carry a dictionary, you would carry a Palm Pilot, you would carry it just went into it. I think the number came to some $180,000, what you would pay the equivalent of in the 70s. Today, you're paying $100 and getting everything on this device. So the way it has been actually transformed everybody's life is really awesome. It's amazing. And it's just completely changed everything. So really, they say that by 2020, people will have a supercomputer in their pocket. It's actually in our pockets already. And for us, it's the lifeblood of what we do, because we are a company which is all about relationships. In my tagline and the logo, you'll see Eureka Forbes, your friend for life. And that's how we built our business. We built our business through long-term relationships. So if I really look at it, we have 4 key sets in our business. You got our guy we call the Eurochamps, who's our salesman. 5,000 of these guys knock rain, shine, cold, heat. They're out there knocking doors, making sure that we reach out to people. We have, of course, 20 million of these customers who are sitting there as well. Spread across 1,000 towns in this country, spread across 38 countries in the world. Now we are a global company. We've acquired a company in Europe, and we also look at a lot of business globally. So reaching out to these customers is a big thing. We have this guy here, 8,000 of these who enter the kitchen every 1 second, all right, to service somebody's aquaguard. One complaint, and we go all over the social media, so it's a massive task for us. And of course, we have our product. And how do we integrate technology, and how do we use this device to do all of this? So really, if you look at it, we do this in very simple ways. We have an app for our sales guy. It's called the Joy of Selling, okay? It's called the Joy of Selling because he no longer carries a book or a paper. He just does his entire transaction on this phone. It dovetails into the back end into our SAP system. It's a training platform, it's an engagement platform, it's a monitoring platform, it's a reporting platform. Everything that we do is done through this one device. We do this with our customers through our CRM. We have a service app, so if a consumable is changed, your filter is changed on a real-time basis, we will know at the back end in the factory, and a back order is placed on for another device. So the entire thing. And of course, we have a connected device now. We're just about to launch the world's first connected water purifier. I will give you a sneak preview of that before it comes out next month. So this is really where it is. Now it gets a little more complicated when you add to it. So the sales guy wants referrals. he does that through this device. So he gets 5 referrals, the customer gets a benefit. All right? The customer wants to come back and tell us what our NPS scores are. So our net promoter score, customer satisfaction goes up because of this device. The device talks to the service technician in terms of what the kit is, how the technology works, et cetera. And of course, we get our service alerts. Now, this gets even more complicated because we started off as a direct sales company, but now we are an omni-channel company. So only 1/3 of our business actually comes through direct sales. We're present in 22,000 retail outlets across the country. We are present in about 1,000 towns now. And if you really look at the whole business in an omni approach, it gets highly complicated. And why do I call this oxygen? It's because it actually is our breathing. If this goes down, my business is flat. I cannot bill. So it is to us more than just an advertising device. It's actually a device for survival of our business. Now, in the good old days, we would use this standard platform, prospect for a customer, give a demo, do a sales, service, and CRM. How does that work today? You look at the old system, we would knock doors. Today, we use mobile advertising and mobile marketing. Click-through rates, fantastic for us. And I'll just share with you how the benefits have accrued in a minute. Demos, for example, we would use good old flip charts. We'd carry the machine, do a demonstration. Today, we use augmented reality. I have a sheet of paper. My sales guy carries one sheet of paper, and he uses his mobile phone to do a demo through AR. I think I have a video here. Let me just see if I can pull that out. All right? We used to do sales through checks. Today, we do it through m-commerce. It's all transaction-led over here. We used to do reactive servicing. We are moving to proactive servicing. My machine will talk to my service center and tell the guy when the filter is needs to be changed. And that filter will then be changed immediately from the back end without the customer even knowing that it needs to be changed or before the machine breaks down. So we're really moving with this huge technology. CRM used to be manual. It's now all automated. So this is our AR app. It's a sheet of paper. It's a basic, simple sheet of paper. You can use any phone and see what happens. This is what you would see on the phone. So this is a simple example of how we use it. So just to give you an example, our demo to sales ratio conversion rate has increased by 84% thanks to this. It's awesome how this little thing can change. You don't print paper anymore. You use this, the customer gets fascinated. They look at it and say, wow. And if they want to see the demo, they can see it themselves. If you look at our relationships, if I look at our relationships, it's improved all our relationships. Our CRM repeat customer rates have grown up by 82% after using this on our CRM program. And of course, we are now across in so many different markets. So really, I just want to show you for a second, a new product that we are launching. Okay, this is going to be the first in the world smart purifier. It's totally connected to the web, and I will take you through it in just a second as to what it does and how this plays a role, this oxygen of ours plays a role in this. So have a look at this 2-minute video, and you'll get a feel.
intelligence make the water sweeter.
The water has been made sweeter.
Oops, I think the video got stuck. Is something wrong with the laptop there, or? Oh, never mind. I think the laptops got stuck a little bit. So this is really something that we're launching. It'll give you on-demand status on your app. You can operate you can switch it on with your voice. You can say, AquaGuard, come on, and it'll come on. I want the water sweeter. It'll give you sweeter water. You want it more, like Himalayan. You can get it more mineralized. So it can change it. You can call the call center through this directly. It does its own diagnostics. It gives you its service history. Not only that, it tells you whether you've drunk enough water for the day. We're so busy, we don't drink enough water. So the hydration system tells you how much water you've drunk for the week, for the month, and it tells you that you've been drinking much less water than you should. So a lot of this stuff is now available. I'm taking orders, by the way, if anybody wants to pre-book. We are launching it in 15 days. I'll give you my email ID. Vandana is here. We'll be taking orders. So this is coming up. This is coming up now. All driven through this. All driven through this. All driven through this. And it's amazing how you can just, if you touch this, for example, you can get sweeter water. You touch that, the water level, the mineral content goes up. So if you want more calcium in your water, if you have a person who's got osteoporosis at home and you want more calcium content, all you need to do is just press the top and you can get more calcium in your water. So there's a lot of interesting stuff which is happening in technology, and you could never have done that without this device, really. So it's really important. It's important how you build that relationship, not just with the machine, with your people, with the customer. And this is how I had only 15 minutes, so I said, let me just give you a feel of how we're really using this device. And just to, when you talk about advertising, and I've been a part of the industry for a long time, I think the world has changed from being an ad company sending a message one way to being an integral part of a person's life. And really, the day advertising can achieve that, creativity or not, is the day that the industry would have arrived, when you play a role in the life of the customer and help that person become better, stronger, faster, richer, whatever you want to do. But I think really the essence of it is to see how you can integrate it into the life of this human being, who is your potential target customer. So we look at ourselves as not a state-of-the-art company, and Homi said this, we're a state-of-the-heart company, because we build these relationships. And from here, I think anybody wants to ask me any questions, happy to do that, but I think I've overrun my time anyway. So
State-of-the-heart company for sure. You've got one customer, and more than anything else, primarily because of the way Homi sang. Where is Homi? We need a loud round of applause, not only for Mr. Shroff, but also for Homi. Any questions in the house? Request you to please raise your hands right now. How many customers do we have for Eureka Forbes? All right, quite a few already. Not bad. Cool. Request Mr. Sodhi to please come up on stage and offer a token of appreciation to Mr. Shroff. Request you to please stay back for taking the time. And this has truly been very, very enlightening with what Eureka Forbes is doing with the mobile, with technology, and with creativity. Thank you so much, Mr. Shroff.